I think the front door also really frames the house well now. And so here we go into our brand new renovated houseboat. It looks so pretty. Look at this view. Oh, I love these house renovations we did. Hi everyone, my name is Maddie, your 8 Cotton Sock. This is The Sims 3 Store World Legacy, where we are currently all the way down here at Lucky Palms. A few episodes ago, our Lucky Palms heir, Adrian, oh, she's woohooing with her husband or her fiance, lovely. She gave birth to triplets. Looks like she has more on the way. I don't know that for sure yet, but her incessant woohoo with her fiance is just grating on my nerves, to say the very least. This isn't even their bedroom. Their bedroom is down here. You can see I gave them this very beautiful bedroom and they don't even want to use it. They just want to woohoo in every other room in the house. I've been doing one room per episode in terms of renovating. So we started off by renovating this downstairs bathroom. So this is kind of what I came up with. It looks a little empty now that I'm looking at it. See, when you come back to Sims 3 after like a week of not playing and you have a fresh set of eyes, you see things in a different light, and that's what I'm seeing here. I think this bedroom looks a little empty. Anyway, and then we moved on to this room over here. So this is our bedroom. As you can see, it's very pink, very styled in a way that Adrian probably put it together. But I did try to incorporate some of Tony's favorite color, which is orange, so that's why you see like that orange contour wall and all that kind of stuff. And then we moved on upstairs in the last episode. I was going through it in the last episode. If you saw that, I was like ranting and raving about my day that I had. So here is the upstairs bathroom that I did last episode, and now I have to decide if I want to do the nursery, this room, which will turn into our twin daughter. I guess they're triplets, but the girls look like identical twins. Or we want to do this large room. This is gonna be quite the undertaking, I think, because this is obviously it's one room within itself, but putting it off because it's huge and I know it's gonna take forever. Although today I have a little bit of more free time, so maybe I should try and tackle. I also need to mute my phone. Maybe I should try and tackle this room when I have extra spare time, you know. So that's kind of where we're at. If you're in for a cute little reno episode, I'm thinking I'm gonna do that right now. Actually, we're gonna dig into this, so brace yourself. This is gonna be a very chatty sort of renovation. That's how I end up usually, you know, doing these things. I actually think before we go into this, I'm gonna do, should I split up this room? I almost feel like the living room should be in this little sector, and then the kitchen should be back here, and then maybe we can do like a little walkout patio. Yeah, I actually think I have a better layout in mind. We're just gonna go in with our demolish tool here, and we're just gonna get rid of everything. Okay, we're gonna get rid of everything. So I think EA mistook this layout a little bit. I don't know if the person who was building the shells is the same person that was like furnishing the houses. I don't, you know, it would be really interesting to talk to somebody that worked on The Sims 3 back in the day, but they probably signed NDAs, so they probably can't. I mean, at some point NDAs expire though, so I don't know. But anyway, again, if you're in for a really chatty house reno, then you're gonna be in luck, because when I'm renovating houses, I just yap about everything and anything that I have on my mind. I also think I'm gonna change the hardwood flooring just to this one. I'm gonna make it conducive, not conducive. I'm gonna make it continuous. That's the word I'm looking for, throughout the entire house. So we're gonna delete all of these chandeliers so we have a nice fresh start. And I'm gonna move the baby as well, because she's just kind of in our way. We're gonna move her into her dad's room. How about that? We'll move this goopy carbonara outside so it doesn't stink up the house. Okay, with that said, we've got kind of a nice base to work with. So my thought is, let's just put some rough ideas of furniture, because that's what we need. We need like, we need to conceptualize this. Also, why are my icons not loading? I think I maybe did a Regal save cleaner, so it wiped out all my icons in the catalog. So I like these couches. I probably won't use them, but I do love this Sims 3 store couch. I have these too, which are really nice. And this is a Sims 4 sort of sofa, maybe? I don't, oh, I have this moon one too. That doesn't really go with the house though. Okay. So I'm thinking in this corner, we'll do some sort of living room situation. I actually think this corner works a lot better, and it gives us a lot more space for the kitchen as well. I don't want to block this beautiful bay window. Maybe we can do like a corner TV like that. As you can tell, money is not a concern at this late in the legacy. We are doing very well for ourselves. Tony brought in like 100k simoleons. How that man brought in 100k simoleons as a service sim, I don't know. I can't tell you. I have no idea. Next up, we're going to put the lay of the land for the furniture, and actually I may quickly close out on my game and grab this beautiful kitchen set from the Sims 3 store and just wait, I already have it. I already have it in my game because I have this bookcase, I think, already. Let me double check and see if I have this stuff. I don't see it in the catalog. Let me check my countertops. If you look at this furniture, it really is just a beautiful, beautiful kind of seaside kitchen set. You can even see the Sunset Valley lighthouse there in the background. And you have to be careful, by the way, if you're installing countertops, if you get them from certain sites, because for some reason they won't properly snap together and they'll like get really glitchy. So wait, is this not the countertop? Overachieving island countertop. Do you see how it turns gray like that? I think that's because I probably meshed them together. I mean, these ones work. It just turns it gray, oddly enough. I think this is the counter. Am I hallucinating that? No, wait, I definitely have this set. I definitely have it because look at this. This is the same exact counter. Okay, I'm hallucinating. I don't actually have to close my game, which is nice for me. I know that you can install Sims 3 store packs, or no, Sims 3 pack files while you're in game, but God, I hate Sims 3 pack files so much. Like, they're actually the death of me. Where's this fridge that it supposedly has? Okay, it's called the Empire Line Larder. If I'm being honest with you, I think this is just a retexture of the base game fridge. Like, look at the look at everything on it. It's just like literally a retexture. You know what's funny about this is nowadays in the Sims 4 community, a lot of people are like, EA just keeps retexturing the old drawing tables that the kids get, you know what I mean? And what's funny is that isn't even a new thing. They've been doing it since Sims 3, i.e. what I just showed you. So it's kind of, you know, funny that time has advanced, but EA's tactics have not, as much as I love The Sims 3. I mean, it is a nice retexture. I'll give them that. Here's where the counters get glitched. If you're doing an island counter like this, whatever one is the end one, I guess, like freaks out. So if you're gonna do that, just be aware. You don't, you know, if you get your Sims 3 store content from certain sites, you gotta be careful with the counters because they will glitch out like heavy. Okay, so here's kind of the configuration. I don't know if maybe this is too long. Is this too long of a counter? I'm not great at making kitchens. I'll eat up like a bedroom reno, but like a kitchen reno is a little more difficult for me. And then I think over here, we're just gonna place, wait, I don't want, wait. No, I want a regular countertop for this corner over here. Okay, and then, wait, why is it making it counter island? No, I don't want a counter island. I want a regular countertop. Am I hallucinating or did I not pick? Oh, they're not snapping together. That's very unfortunate, that is. Yeah. If you're not a builder girly like me, I found out this cheat from one of my viewers, shout out Livy. The cheat is disable snapping to lots alt on alt true. And so I think this makes it so the counters won't snap anymore if you hold alt. Yes, look at that. They're not snapping. Oh, that's lovely. So what we can do, and here's our little hack, is we can make this counter hold alt on it and we can line it up perfectly. And it does kind of bug out just like a touch if you are looking at it like that, but at least it'll close that gap. So there's a little life hack for my non-builders out there. That is a cheat that is usable. This is gonna bother me if I don't match it up, so. Oh, but then there's like this little, yeah, okay, hold on. One moment, please. I think I managed to match it up perfectly. So this is kind of the configuration I'm thinking of. And then we're gonna do a large dining table to fill up the rest of this space. I'm gonna turn move objects off, and I'm also gonna turn the snapping cheat to false, which will turn the snapping of the counters, I think, back on. Yes, it did. And now we're gonna go with our dining table, our dining room. Let me check if is there a table in this set? I can't quite remember. There is not. Oh wait, I think there's also a Bayside dining room set, or am I hallucinating that's I keep saying hallucinating in this episode. I swear I was having I think I was not a sleep paralysis, like a bad thing, but my brain was still asleep this morning. I was like so lethargic, but I was awake, if that makes sense. Nothing bad happened, but I've never experienced sleep paralysis, or at least I didn't experience it and know the name of it. But okay, now we're just browsing Sims 3 content, but I'm looking for the Bayside set. Where's that at? So there's a Bayside laundry, Bayside kitchen, and Bayside bathroom. But apparently there's also a full set, which includes everything. I'm pretty sure I have all these items, but just like not the actual full set. So there is no, long and short of it, there is no dining table from what I'm seeing here. So we're just gonna have to get something that looks similar. I'm thinking a glass table. I think glass would look really nice like in front of the water, because water kind of looks like glass a little bit, right? And so we'll put this here, and we'll do some dining chairs. And I'm just throwing the things I want out there. Obviously I have to recolor everything. So this is just like a tentative design before you're like, Matt, you need to recolor. I know, I'm working on it. All right, I'm working on it. We're just getting a rough idea, a rough estimate of how we want everything to look. I forgot about maybe the most important thing. We need a dishwasher. That's not the important thing. We need a oven and a stovetop, so let me grab that. That's definitely not the most important thing. I don't know why I said that. My mind was just on using the items from this set. Before I sat there looking through my cast catalog for an hour, I wanted to see it. So if you're also using this set, it's called the Accessinator Stove. Accessinator Stove. I don't know why it's called that. Well, I'm not sure. It doesn't even really look like it goes that well in this set. It doesn't, like, that doesn't look, I don't know. Let's just stick with it. Maybe it'll come together when we add the rest of the pieces down. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is kind of the idea I got going on. I think I want to add a professional bar somewhere in here. We also need to add some high top stools that the Sims can sit on. We got a lot of kids, so you know, we gotta add some places to sit. Of course, we have our dining table. And again, I'm going to recolor everything, don't worry. Time, okay? You gotta give me some time. I'm just throwing things down. And we need a sink. We'll put, oh my gosh, this sink has clutter in it. How cute is that? Is this functional? I think it's functional, right? It's by Sophia. Sophia has such beautiful conversions and creations. Shout out Sophia on Tumblr. I actually love her work. She has this beautiful heart necklace that I use all the time on my Sims. I'm like addicted to using this heart necklace. It's just like such a cute little staple piece. And I also have jewelry in real life that looks like that, so that's probably why I use it so much, is because it looks like something that I actually have and that I own. We have these floating cabinets, so let's, oh my, not another thing where they won't connect, man. Really? Why does Sims 3 do this, where it has things that don't connect like that? Like, why? Sims 4 would never. I say as though I'd play Sims 4. I don't play Sims 4, but I know Sims. One thing I will say about Sims 4, that build mode, that will eat every time. No doubt about it. Okay, by and large, I think the kitchen's pretty much done. Obviously, we have this very large space to furnish and put some things in. I think a professional bar would be nice. It would take up a lot of room. Also, when we throw parties and things like that, I'm gonna center it with the window here. And then I know that Late Night has a really nice wine cabinet that we could put on either side of the window. Late Night has a lot of amazing furniture pieces, but something like this is what I'm thinking, but it's gonna cover the window, which is the whole point of centering the the bar there was, oh, we could put it there actually. That doesn't look half bad. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so there's that. And then we're looking for more ways to fill this space. What would I put there? Oh, we could do this glass cabinet. Although I think that's maybe too much alcohol. We have this over here. Then we have this bar cabinet. I wish just a little radio on this was functional. I could probably one more slot, please. A little radio that would actually be functional. Like, here, I need you to see the vision. Let me just replicate this out. All right, watch. So we'll put that there, right? My game's also lagging because the moment that you go in to build by and try and recolor something, game freaks out. Do something like this, and then one more slot, please, with move objects on, and place that like right beside it, and then it will be actually be functional. Pretty good idea, right? Although I will say it kind of makes the stereo right next to it a little useless, but it looks like it belongs. All right. What's next? So I actually think this might be a little bit too close to the couch. We don't want to do that. We need something to bridge this area. I'm thinking maybe a chase lounger would look really nice here. If I can find a chase lounger. Oh, we have these really nice, I keep saying really nice, but you get the gist. I'm gonna put this out here too because Celeste had one of these in her room back in Lunar Lakes. So that was really cute. Let's do a chase lounger in this area if I have one. I have to have one. I think I've seen that I have one before. I really like this couch as well. I think it looks nice with like the geometry of the stairs. Frames it quite nicely. Yeah, I'm not saying I have a chase lounger, unfortunately, unless it would be in the chairs section, which is also very possible. Ooh, I have this foot massager that I never use from the Sims 3 store. Let's see. Where can I put this? Like here? Here? somewhere that fits, maybe. We'll put it there. They can't see the TV, unfortunate for them. I did say that these aren't going to be the final sofa configuration, so I'll just tentatively put that there. And then I think I'm going to use that couch that I really liked. I think it looked good in this space. And I know we have this giant open area. Maybe a coffee table would look good here. So something like that. I don't know. This is just what I'm thinking. This is kind of like a renovate with me, talk through with me sort of thing. And then maybe we can do some bookshelves over in this corner, and a little study slash office space is what I'm thinking for over here. This is much easier when you don't sit and recolor. You just drag out the items that you want and then worry about recoloring at the end. It's the only way, because otherwise I'll never get any room renovations done if I just go item by item and recolor as I go, instead of just recoloring all the things to look cohesive at the end. Because personally, for me, I can't tell what I want a room to look like until everything is placed out, like the color scheme of the room, I mean. We're gonna do like this curved monitor too, because that looks really nice. Okay. We need some bookshelves, I think, or something to fill. Something is wrong. I think the front door needs to be changed, yeah? Like the sliding glass for the front door doesn't seem right to me. For like the back area over here, out onto the patio, like that's cute or whatever, but we need a better front door. Something like that, I think works way better in this space. Like that just elevated our whole little front door area. And maybe I'll break up the walkway up to the house with some bricks or something to just kind of separate it from the wood of the sailboat of the houseboat, that's what it's called. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. And then what else do we need here? Are they wooing again? Oh no, Tony's on there. I was like, is that Adrian I see next to him in bed? Nah, he's just taking a little nap. He's on dad duty lately. Like he's really been stepping up in a way that she hasn't, which is kind of concerning to me, because she was the one that she didn't want the kids, right? No, she's the one with the hopeless romantic and commitment issues traits, right? So she's the one that I'm a little concerned about, because I don't think she's gonna be, I don't know if she's gonna be a great mom. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like she's not really seeming to be that committed to Tony, which worries me. But it is fun to play like that. Ooh, a fish tank. That would be nice, because we're living in like an island or a houseboat area. So little fish tank. Put that next to the window. I know this area is like extremely cramped. Maybe we need to move some things around, but Like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and then this area out here, maybe I can bump the coffee table out so it's not right on top of it. I think we're just gonna have to settle for kind of a empty passageway area here. I don't see a way to fill this space. I was trying to put down a billiards table, but as you can see, it takes up way too much space. All of them do. And we could, nah, they're all taking like a giant amount of space. And then I was thinking a foosball table because I think there is one of those somewhere in the catalog if I can find it. I just looked for like a ridiculously long time to find this foosball table. It's right here. But I think it might be a little bit too cramped to put that there. Here, I think it makes more sense, but maybe I should just chill and let us have some open space for Sims to route around, because I know it's probably going to be a disaster to route around all these objects. Okay, so we've done all that. I'm gonna grab some bar stools, put it there, and then I will get to recoloring. I'm not gonna talk you through that because it's pretty self-explanatory, just recoloring everything. Oh, one last thing I did want to do before we head into recoloring is I want to add some sort of area rug underneath this table. Ooh, you could put a piece of glass down. That would look pretty cool because we're over the water. I guess no, we're not over the water. We're on like a concrete slab, so that's a lie. We wouldn't be able to see through it. Maybe if we were in like an actual houseboat in Isla Paradiso, we would be able to, but not here because it's not really that sort of thing. It's not really, it's like over a concrete slab. We'd be looking down at concrete. I settled for this base game rug. I grabbed it actually from the spare bedroom upstairs. Look at that, we're reusing furniture in this house. I'm being so thrifty, aren't I? I'm gonna recolor it though, because the pattern on there right now looks terrible, like absolutely terrible. Honestly, all these base game swatches aren't the best. This one I mess with the most. This one is kind of nice. It's a little busy, but otherwise it looks fine. This one too I really like. I think I'm gonna go with this one actually, just so we're not sitting here and me going through. I did say I was gonna recolor everything, so what am I saying? All right, well, I'm gonna do that now and enjoy this recoloring montage. Okay, and we are back. I fully renovated the entire downstairs as of this episode. Took very long. Actually, it wouldn't have taken so long had my game not save error 12, which very, very rarely happens to me considering I have all the fixes. I often do Regal Save Cleaner pretty frequently, but evidently putting down all those objects, it took a bit out of my game, so I had to go back, and luckily I had just saved, so I didn't lose that much. I lost like some curtains or whatever. Celeste got promoted to creature robot crossbreeder. That's level 9. Nice. That means she's max level. We also got a call from our bestie Adrian, and by the way, after I save error 12, I did Regal Save Cleaner again, and it like really didn't remove anything because I just had done it. I think it was again because I was putting down all those objects. Anyway, in the next episode, and this episode's not over, so don't worry. Next episode, I plan on renovating the girls' room, and then we'll give Jordy his own little room. And now I think she's probably gonna be pregnant pretty soon, which means I'm gonna have to get a little bit sussy of how I split up the top floor bedrooms, because if you look, these rooms are giant and there is a lot of space here where these rooms can be turned into multiple rooms in case she has another child. I'm tentatively wanting to put her on birth control, which to me means that I just down the risky woohoo chance from like 15%, which is what I normally have it on. Tony, don't eat that. It's like disgusting, and he's trying to eat the food. What I normally have it on is 15%, but I might lower it to like 5% or something like that. So that's what birth control means for me in The Sims 3, because there's not really like a official birth control system that works within NROS Woohooer. That's kind of where we're at. We do need to teach the kiddos skills. I think I'm gonna cheap out on this and go for, I don't think there's anything in the rules. Let me pull up the rules. I had them closed when I saved error 12, but I don't think there's anything that says I can't use the walker and stuff from the Sims 3 store. It makes it a lot easier on me to have to train triplets. So I think I'm just gonna put these like over here, and then we'll put the, whatever this thing is called, what do they call this? Playpen, right? We'll put that over there as well. put it a little bit more near the couch so the parents can watch the babbies as they're watching television. All right, there we go. And now we can start to put the kiddos in there to learn their skills. Now I'm looking right now at the Sunlit Tides generation, which is what Harper or the other girl, what's her name? Harper or her twin sister. One of them is gonna be the heir. And so I think pretty much all of these are going to be when she's an adult. Like, there's not really anything I have to do at the current moment, but we're still on Adrian, so I should really pay attention. She's already got 3 kids. I've been trying to have her go to the casino more, so we'll see how that goes. Sometimes I just forget. Complete her aspiration, which is already done. Reach level 10 of the business career, which we're still working on. And make 5 wishes at the wishing well. So nothing is like, I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything that we have to do when the kids are toddlers. It's pretty free form as it is right now. So we're gonna put Harper. Fawn is the other girl. I think Fawn's gonna be the heir, even though I couldn't remember her name, which maybe is not for the best, but you know, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, we burnt, that's just lovely. We burnt the grilled cheese that Tony and Adrian are going to be eating. Isn't that just great? All right, we got a stinky baby. We got a hungry Tony. Let's just grab Jordy. We'll change his diaper and then put him in the walker. And we're gonna have this one learn to, wait, she already knows. I guess she already knows. No, she doesn't know. I was gonna say what, she already knows how to talk? What the heck? No, she doesn't yet. So she's learning right now how to talk, and then we'll teach Jordy right now how to walk by putting him in the walker. This is just like a must if you have a lot of babies. There's just no way I'm gonna be able to individually teach them all their skills. It'll probably end up pretty bad and they won't learn like anything. So evidently I don't want that. So we'll just have them cue it up. This comes with Aurora, guys, if you don't know. All right, what are you doing? She's eating upstairs when I just put down this beautiful new kitchen table. What the heck? Why did you go all the way upstairs? She's like, I need to get away from these. Oh, she's nauseous from disgusting food. I was gonna say, if she's nauseous from being pregnant again, man, I'd be a little bit annoyed, but we're good. Oh, she's screaming. Okay then. Oh, Fawn already knows how to use the potty chair all by herself. Well, isn't that just lovely? We're gonna also put Fawn down in the playpen. And then we're gonna send Adrian on over to the casino to go and do some gambling. You know, she's gotta go 4 times a week, so she's gotta go and do that. We're gonna have Tony clean up a little bit, clean up like all the plates and things like that. Okay, you're gonna go grab Fawn. I don't know where she is. We have the proud parent moodlet from the kiddos learning their skills. Jordy's about to learn how to walk already. Isn't that just amazing? Let's have Mr. Tony go take a little nap while his kiddos are learning their skills. There we go. All right, first skill is down. Let's actually pick him up and maybe put him, we're gonna go there with Fawn. We're gonna put him in the playpen and then we'll put Jordy, or what? We're gonna put Jordy in the playpen and then we're gonna put Fawn in the walker. That's how I'm doing that. Can you move? Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Maybe it was for the best that I didn't fill up like every single tiny little space, because we're already getting issues with like routing and things like that. Like they just can't, he can't grab Jordy. Like, okay, put Fawn down there, please. Please and thank you. Both parents are so freaking tired. Why don't you go grab a coffee? I need you to go do some things. We still have daylight that we need to do things with you with. Do things with you with. Yes, that totally makes sense. Yeah, she's gonna go to the casino, so we still got some things to do. Tony's also like extremely tired, and then we're gonna go and put Fawn in the walker. So both kids. Oh wait, no, she does already know how to talk. I was wondering what skill she was building, because I was like, the learn to talk button isn't popping up. So she already knows how to talk. So I don't know, I think maybe she's gaining like charisma skill or something like that. I also love this little dress that Fawn is in. That's so cute. I love that dress. It looks so good on her because she's a redhead. Okay, go put Fawn in the walker. Thank you, sir. And you're gonna go drink a coffee because we need you awake for a couple more hours. You're on baby duty. Oh, she already knows all of her skills. Yeah, she already knows how to potty, and maybe she doesn't know how to talk. That's probably the one that she still needs to learn. Okay, Adrian, what are you doing? Going to go vomit. Did you drink your coffee? You didn't drink your coffee. She's still freaking tired, bro. And it also says she's gently floating. I think maybe I reset her after I got the save error. I think I reset her when she was in bed or something. I don't know. But it messed up that. She didn't drink any coffee when I wanted to have her go and do that. All right, well, just, I don't even know. Just, okay, stop trying to use the toilet. How is it when they get interrupted when they're drinking coffee? It like messes things up so terribly. Like, how do they not get any energy or nothing? They didn't get anything from that. Tony, go and empty that. Tony needs to just go to bed, I think, at this point. That's what I've settled on, is he just, bro needs to sleep. He's so tired. He's been on dad duty for like the past 3 days. Adrian could not care less. She's going off to the casino in true fashion of not caring about the family unit. Adrian runs the casino. Commitment issues on full display right now. And she's gonna go and play some high stakes gambling. Let's do it. Actually, she needs to use the bathroom first. She's also still very tired. I wonder if she can get a coffee, like here at the bar maybe. Maybe, maybe not. No, there's nothing. She can't get a coffee. We need to like add a coffee machine here because I think it's gonna be pretty useful in the future when my Sims need to come here and they're like super tired. Well, Adrian was only able to get 1 round of slots done and she actually lost money. So she lost 30 simoleons. She put a bet down of 300, sorry, and lost 30 because we only got 270 back. So that's not very good. But yeah, she like immediately canceled the play slots stuff. So that's not optimal, but we're just gonna go on home. You know, at least she got 1 round of slots in. Tony's already fast asleep. Babies are just, I guess, taking care of themselves at this point. Like, they're just literally just in the walker, in the playpen, doing all that kind of stuff. Looks like Jordy learned how to talk, which is nice. We're gonna have Adrian go right to sleep and I'm gonna wake Tony up and just have him take care of the kids. I don't know, he's like the one that's actually taking care of the children, whereas Adrian's kind of just living like she's not a mom. Why are you going all the way upstairs to go to bed? Why did you just go all the way upstairs? What a waste of time. Go to sleep. Thank you. I just got a message that Autumn aged up to an elder. I can't believe it. Autumn, no. I did say that I was gonna age Celeste with Autumn. That just never ended up happening, but girl, what are you wearing, first of all? Second of all, I love that her haircut has stayed the same throughout her entire life. She's had the same haircut. And you know what? I'm vibing with it. I also love that she got auto-generated with these little sandals with the flowers on them. I'm gonna give her this little flower dress to kind of go with that whole look. Oh, well, that's interesting. Listen, if you cover up her legs, this outfit is not half bad. Like, I can see the vision. It's the snow boots for me. Like, what are you doing with the snow boots on? Let's just get her something real cute. I actually really mess with this outfit, so I'm gonna roll with it. If that's what she wants to wear, that's what she wants to wear. Also, there's that necklace I was talking about earlier, the one from Sophia, that I'm absolutely obsessed with, and I use it on every single sim. It's just like such a cute little timeless piece of jewelry. All right, we're gonna put some different colored shoes on her and then we'll call it a makeover. Like, look at that. We did like a little 30-second makeover for our girl Autumn. We had to. She was a main staple in this challenge for a very, very long time. And I just can't believe it happened. Truly can't believe it. All right, Tony's up, taking care of the kids. I guess they're just gonna chill and play with their imaginary friend dolls. I'm also gonna move this walker out of the way if I can. I don't want it like in the middle of the room. Yeah, I put it in front of the door. Maybe not the best situation. Oh, my game auto saved. All right, good. I was gonna save anyway. Yay, we finally learned all skills on Fawn, which is good because she'll be our heir more than likely. So we're getting that all set up here. It is hard to deal with triplets, so I didn't even try to teach them their skills. I think the only thing I taught them was the potty chair, potentially. I think that was it. So that was what I did there. Also, are the kids? No, I was gonna say, if they're out of age sync, that's really annoying. I think I need to get one of the parents up to take care of it. It's Adrian's turn to kind of, you know, take care of her own children. So Harper needs to go in the crib. We'll put her in there. And how about this kid? Oh, we have to let her out of the, whatever this thing is called, playpen. I can never remember what the playpen is called. Naomi Nita is going to die soon. Oh no. I don't want their moods to get messed up. If you notice, there is a glitch with this item, or it could be intentional, I don't know. But when they're in the playpen, their mood just like constantly goes up. So theoretically, you could keep the toddler if you didn't want to pay attention to them in the playpen for their entire toddlerhood, and you wouldn't have to interact with them at all. Not that I'm suggesting doing that, but you theoretically could. Oh, Piper Sparks and Phoenix Ross, whoever those Sims are apparently getting along well. Yep, that's what I wanted to say. All right, we're taking care of kids. Kiddo duty at midnight. I think we can also catch Jordy to teach him how to potty. I do also want to draw attention to the fact that Everett had yet another baby with his wife Lori, and his name is Peter, and he is a green thumb and good. And of course, you know what I have to do. I have to look at it and see what he's gonna age up to look like, because he is around the same age as our daughters and Jordy of course. But he could potentially, oh yeah, he looks a lot like Everett, man. And I know he looks absolutely crazy. Kind of looks like Spock with the EA default hair, but you have to see the face. Like, his face is there, and that's the most important part. So we're keeping him on our roster, as we are with his brother Kemry. I still don't know if I'm saying that name right. Kemry? It looks like the name is Kemry, who's childish and a coward. Not the best traits on the other brother, but I think he's also very handsome. Hey, if they're related to Everett, they're just gonna be like absolutely stunning when they grow up, because that's just, his face is also carrying on to his children like feature by feature. And he's got plant some hair on. You gotta see through the crazy generated hair and outfit and stuff like that in order to really get to the goodness of what they'll look like when they age up someday. Oh, we almost caught Jordy. We almost completely taught him how to potty. We're gonna put him in the crib. What are you doing? Going to go bathe until clean? Why don't you have a whole shower. Sir, you have a whole shower downstairs. Are you trying to just make me mad? You stinky. Go use the downstairs one, sir. Okay, also with my new reshade preset, look how dreamy it makes our kitchen look. Especially at sunrise. I know, I'm gonna put the walls up too so we can really see the vision here. Oh, we're inside of the bar now. We're inside the bar. There we go. Yeah, at sunrise, this reshade preset really just comes to life and looks so pretty. Look at this view. Oh, I love these house renovations we did. I think the front door also really frames the house well now. And so here we go into our brand new renovated houseboat. Every time I see this moodlet, I just sigh, because I know what it probably inevitably means. Luckily for us, it's just because she had nasty, disgusting food. Hey! Had you in the first half. I really had you in the first half. Also, why does Tony have a invisible slit in his back? Can I ask? What is that? What is happening there? I think with that though, I am going to end this episode here. Most of it was renos, but it was like a very necessary reno we did. Like, we knocked out an entire floor of this house. I didn't even play test to see if these objects in the little living room area are functional. So I should probably do that here quickly before I end the episode. Let's see. We're gonna have Tony go and get a little foot massage. Does he have work today? No, he doesn't. Little foot massage. Okay, it looks like the foot massage works. So that means, I mean, he can sit in the chair, so that means the back massage works as well. But he's enjoying it. He's having a grand old time. I never use this object, so seeing it in action is pretty nice. Oh, is Adrian gonna go vom? Of course she is. Nice. Lovely, as though you don't already have a full house. Of course, implying that she's pregnant, which she's not, as far as I know. She only had nasty, disgusting food, so I think we're in the clear for now, hopefully. Anyway, I hope you did all enjoy this episode. I will catch you all in the next one, and peace out.